This is the Outdoor Mentor, the archery channel dedicated to making you a better sportsman and ultimately a more successful hunter. Now let's get into the video.
Are you getting in here too?
Yeah.
This is my
I'll be
man
right in
Dustin right here. I'm about to educate
Here,
him
back up a little bit.
on the best bows you can get. Well, you make me look small.
I don't know about that. I'm just closer.
So we are both outdoor mentors, and we're at the Obsession booth here, the Archery booth dead downwind, which builds all the Obsession bows, and I'm going to run through the Obsession bow line this year, and I'm going to save the speed bow for last, because over the last couple of days I've been watching everybody, and that's the bow they're focused on.
Yep.
So I want to talk a little bit about it in particular. Myself, I am shooting the FXL. This bow is 34 and a half, 6.5 inches of brace, and it's not like everybody else's bow like this that's 340. This bow shoots 360. 90% let off. Coming in the future, there's an 85% option, and we may even have a 75% option, which is going to add several feet a second to these bows.
Sure.
So I don't even really know why they put a stabilizer bushing on these bows, because you don't need one. I mean, they're unbelievable. So that's the FXL.
Okay.
Then we've got the FX7. It's pretty simple to figure out what the numbers mean. The FX7, 7 inches of brace height. And this is a 32.5-inch bow. Same thing, 90% let off. This is one of the more popular bows. This is a 350 IBO bow. And let's go to, this is an FX6. This will kind of be the flagship. You guys that are familiar with Obsession from last year, their fixation 6XP. This is the newer version of that.
Okay.
Different cam. It's a binary cam system. And this is a 360 IBO bow as well. You've got 6 inches of brace height, 32.5 on the axle to axle. And then we've got something pretty new here. This is the FX30. It means 30-inch bow. 6.5 inches of brace height, 360 IBO. This is the one everybody's talking about. I am not a 30-inch axle-to-axle bow guy, because I hunt in the ground blinds.
Yep.
And you got to remember also, I am right-handed, but I've moved my sight now on the left side of the bow because I'm using my left eye to shoot.
Yep.
So the more forgiving the bow is for me, longer axle-to-axle, it works better.
Sure.
With that being said, I stuck with exactly what I just said.
Yeah.
This is the difference in Obsession and everybody else. It's cut and dry. This is the Lawless. 5 1/8 brace height. Nobody can shoot a 5 1/8 brace height bow. You haven't been able to for years until this bow. I said it yesterday on Instagram. Bring your bow. I don't care who you are and what you got. This is the only shootable speed bow in this building. I've been doing this for 25 years, and I've shot everybody's bows, and I know Pete Shepley, and I know everybody. You ain't got nothing compared to this. If I'm saying, if you want to bring it back here, I'll show you. This is a 5 1/8 brace height bow that IBO's 370 with 90% let off. When it goes to 75% let off, guess what happened again? You're 3 years behind, not just 2. I have killed 20 animals with this bow this year, and remember, low brace height is very important with your hand torque. I cannot explain why the bow shoots like it does. This shoots like a 7-inch brace height, standard 340 IBO bow that everybody's got in this building, but it just happens to be 370 IBO. They can say what they want to say. It's the fastest bow on the planet. That don't rip your shoulder off and sound like a 12 gauge when it goes off. So this is the one everybody's talking about.
You know, I used to chase speed for years and years, but why I am so excited about this bow is, what will it go down to?
As far as what?
As far as draw length.
Oh, I mean like 25 and a half and go up to 31.
There you go. If you're a small frame shooter, okay, this bow's for you. Well, it's going to make your arms 3 inches longer.
My fiance is 5'2", weighs 110 pounds, 50-pound bow, 25-inch draw. She gets as much kinetic energy as most people in this building shooting a 70-pound Matthews.
There you go.
This is the bow she shoots, and shoots dots at 80 yards with broadheads. So that's why when I said it's the only shootable speed bow in this building, Hell, there's a whole rack full of them that shoots 350 and 360
Sure.
with 6.5 and 7 inches of brace height.
Sure.
This is a true speed bow. And the first thing I told you when you come over here is you need to go in that lane and you need to shoot this bow, because this is one of the easiest shooting bows you ever shot. It just so happens to be a 370 IBO bow. What do you think? Now go over there and shoot the bow.
I'm ready.
I'm serious.
I am. I'm going
You're gonna
right now.
say, son of a, I already know what you're gonna say. What? I'm just, but I mean, in the end of the day, everybody's a speed guy, and there is no bow that'll shoot like that. I'm just telling you, go get one. Go walk over to the PSC lane with this and say, you got a chronograph, and they'll scatter like quail.
Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. This is an archery community, and it wouldn't be the same without you.
Not your daddy's bow.
All right, guys. Pigman has got me over here shooting the Obsession Lawless bow set at 29 inches and 70 pounds. Come on with it. Come on. Let's see what this feels like. First impressions, the bow's pretty light. I do like the grip. It's narrow. Let's just go ahead and get into it and see what it feels like. Seriously? Okay. I've not shot an Obsession in a couple years, and honestly, that is super smooth. For what, for a speed bow, you're going to have a little bit more aggressive cam, so it's going to load up a little sooner in the draw. Lots of preload in the limbs. That's where we're getting a lot of speed. So let's just shoot it a few times. Bow smooth.
It doesn't shoot like a speed bow, does it?
No, it does not shoot like a speed bow. The Obsession grips, okay, pretty raw, pretty straightforward, which I actually like because I can feel what the bow's doing. If I draw and I feel the bow do something funny, then I know I'm torquing. But usually that means you're going to get a lot of bow feedback when you go to shoot it. But this isn't the case. The bow feels elegant.
When they come in and ask, hey, do you have this? You can say, oh yeah, I can get one.
Elegant usually doesn't happen above 350 feet per second. I hope you don't mind, but you're going to have to be pulling arrows again when I get done. Nice, solid back wall, and just smacking arrows. I'm impressed. Scott, thank you.
Yep.
Special thanks to Pigman for the spot, and go check out Obsession Bows. Brian, I really appreciate the spot, brother.
Yes, sir.
Live from the 2019 ATA show, my name is Dustin Apple, the Outdoor Mentor.